Hello everyone, I am Mrs. P. Manaka, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology, Dr. NGP Arts and Science College. So today we are going to see about what is project management in the subject Agile methodology. So in this video, we are going to discuss about what is Agile methodology and deliverables of project management, then project management life cycle. So what is project management? So it is nothing but the application of processes, methods, skills, knowledge and experience to achieve specific project objectives according to the project acceptance criteria within agreed parameters, and which has final deliverables that are constrained to a finite time scale and budget. The main two deliverables are time limit. The project has to be completed on time and within the planned budget. Project management has 5 main phases. One is initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, then closure. Project initiation. So charter, how to initiate the project. Project team. So before continuing or before starting any project work, the project team has to be finalized. And next is the feasibility study by the management, whether the management or the organization can able to complete the project, can do the project or not. Then project management office, they have to do the PDCA, that is plan the project, do it or execute it, then check whether it works properly or not, then act accordingly. Project planning. Lean and Agile do support the use or awareness of management tools promoted first by TQM literature, that is Total Quality Management literature. So the KJ method or affinity diagrams. So the following are the diagrams involved in any project work. So one is interrelationship diagram, that is ID. So what is the relationship between modules? Then tree diagrams, it is a hierarchical structure. Then prioritization diagrams. So which module has the highest priority or which process has the highest priority? So based on the priority, the prioritization diagrams are given. Then matrix diagrams, then process decision diagrams. So what are all the processes involved in doing that projects? Then activity network diagrams. So which are all the activities involved, that is which module communicates with other module. So how the data is transmitted or transferred from one module to the another module. So these are all the diagrams involved in project planning. And many agile professionals suggest 5 levels of planning to include the following. One is product or service vision. So why we need to do that project? What is the goal? What is the need of that project? What is the aim or ambition of that project? That has to be identified. And next is product or service roadmap. So how to achieve that vision, how to achieve that goal, that has to be planned in advance. Then release or rollout plan. How to release it, how to complete it other, or else can we quit the project or not. So that has to be planned in advance. And sprint plan, who are all involved in that, how to strategize your work. And then a strategy to achieve daily commitments. So how to achieve a specific goal and how to discuss what are all the discussions made on each day, that has to be planned in advance. Next phase is the project execution. So here it is the stage of a project where everything your team has planned is put into action. Here only it comes into execution, come into action. So the project execution phase is usually the longest phase and it consumes the most energy and resources. These processes help you to manage time, cost, quality, change, risks and issues. So these execution process only help you to manage time. So whether we can move fastly, proceed fastly or not, and then what is the cost involved in this work, and then whether we are producing the quality product, whether it works correctly or not, and then in case of any change requirement from the client side, it has to be updated here itself. Then what are all the risks in continuing with this project, and what are all the issues in doing the projects. And then they also help to manage procurement, customer acceptance and communications. Then project monitoring and controlling. So the monitoring and controlling processes oversees all the tasks and metrics necessary to ensure that the approved and authorized project is within the scope, on time and budget. So these are the main deliverables of any project. So the main three things to be considered are project scope, and then timing and budget, whether it satisfies the expectation of the client, and whether the project is completed on time and it is within the planned budget or not. And monitoring and controlling project work involves tracking the actual project performance with the planned project management activities. So it has to be compared whether we are going with the planned activity. It can mainly be looked as a control function that takes place at all stages of a project, that is from initiation through closing. Then project closing. So this is the main purpose of this project closing is to confirm the completion of project deliverables to the satisfaction of the project sponsor and to communicate final project disposition and status to all participants and stakeholders. So once the project work is completed, it has to be announced to everyone who are all involved in this project work, which includes participants and stakeholders. And the lean project management focuses on making projects better, faster and more cost effective by eliminating waste and unnecessary activities. So that is the main advantage of any lean project, that is eliminating the waste. So project closing. So the PMBOK specifically lists 10 knowledge areas in project management. So while doing a project, there must be a very good knowledge in the following 10 areas. One is integration, how to integrate the modules, scope, what is the expectation or vision of any project, time management, how to do the project within the time, cost management, how to complete it within the planned budget, and then quality, whether we are producing the quality product, that is whether we satisfy the clients, and human resources, who are all involved in that project development, particularly the human beings. Then communications, how do we communicate with the clients as well as project heads, which includes team members. Then risks. So what are all the risks involved in doing a particular project? Then procurement, and then stakeholders who are all involved in the work, who are all the stakeholders involved. So in a nutshell, in this project management, we learned what is agile project and knowledge on project management, like how to initiate the project, how to execute it, how to plan it, execute it, how to monitor and control, and how to close the project. And project management life cycle, the 5 phases of project management life cycle, as well as the 10 key areas of project management. So we have a traditional software engineering. In addition to that, we have agile as well as the lean projects managements. So here we discussed about the agile methodology. So how to do a project using agile project management. Thank you.